Hey, Michelle, how's it going today?
Hey, Lindsay, good. How are you?
Excellent. Feeling great to be on the mic. What are we getting into on All Ears English?
Well, Lindsay, I just relax and put your feet up. I'm gonna get you a lemonade.
Okay. Well, we're about to record an episode, so I don't know if I can
Oh.
actually do that,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess I would. I guess our listeners don't want to see your feet. I don't know.
no, I wouldn't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. So, guys, we're going to talk more about this in just a second. What in the world am I talking about? But before we do that, guys, we want you to hit follow on the podcast so that you never miss anything from All Ears English.
Yes, go ahead and hit that follow button right now, guys, and leave us a rating and review. Let us know what you think about All Ears English. So today we're giving our listeners a very strategic skill that I'm sure they haven't learned in their textbook.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm excited. So, guys, we've talked about the word just, quite a bit on the show, I'm sure. But today we're going to be talking about kind of a unique way to use it. And it can be used. The word just, Just, can be
Mm-hmm.
used as a command or a strong suggestion. So, Lindsay, is there any company slogan that you can think of that uses just?
Oh my gosh, the Nike slogan, just do it, just do it. Yeah,
Right.
I love that slogan. And I feel
Yeah.
like when they came up with it, it was probably weird, kind of strange, right? I'm sure people were fighting against it in the company, but it's a smart one. And yeah, it's good.
Well, tell me more. Like, what is the like? Why isn't it do it? Why is
Do
it?
it.
What does the just do
Yeah,
for it?
so that's a good question. So why is it not just, it is just do it, right?
Why isn't it just do
Just
it?
do
Wait,
it.
it is.
Why
Look
isn't
for
it do it? Do
Yeah.
it, just do it. Okay, it's making it seem as the speaker, when I say that to you, Michelle, just do it, as opposed to do it, it's making it seem more approachable. Come on, it shouldn't be that hard, right? Go for
Right.
it. It's obvious that you should do this.
Right. Exactly. Let's do another example. So if
Yeah.
somebody were to say to you, just finish this before the weekend, how would
Mm-hmm.
I mean instead of just finish this before the weekend, it kind of changes the meaning a little bit. We're trying to dive into this word just and see what it's doing.
Yeah, I think in some ways it depends on the tone of voice that we
Right.
deliver that into. But if I'm at the office with my coworkers and my English speaking coworker says to me, just do this before the end of the weekend or before the weekend. Just finish this before the weekend. It could feel like you're rushing, like you're forcing, like you're being more
Mm-hmm.
aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sense of urgency in there,
Yeah.
I would say. What do you think, Michelle?
Yeah, I think so too. But again, like you said, tone of voice. If you're just like, oh, like, okay, let's say it's Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, yeah, just finish this before the weekend. It's almost like giving a little more space. Whereas if it's
Yeah.
Thursday and you're like, just finish this before the weekend, that kind of time kind of puts a
Yes.
different kind of pressure, a different feel to the word just.
So it really depends on the situation and how you
Yeah.
deliver it. It could be the same
Right.
word and it could have two quite different implications of what you're trying to say.
Right.
Right, Michelle?
Right. So it's kind of interesting. Let's do another example.
All right.
Where is that book?
Just find it already. It must be somewhere. Okay. So this is a better example of what we're trying to get at here today, right? This
Exactly.
urgency.
Now we're honing in on the
Yeah.
very specific way I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, this is the way. I mean, this would be used in emergencies, right? Or if, something is there's time pressure around something, right?
Right. I mean, if you were saying like you just saying like just find it already. The addition of the word just kind of makes me feel a little bit rushed. Makes me feel a little bit like you're little meanie.
It's a
No,
little
not.
disrespectful. It's a little right.
Yeah.
It's a little because I'm saying it should be easy for you. Come on.
Yes.
This should be easy. Just find it.
Yes. Like, come on. Like, yeah, like why almost like why can't you do that? Like just find it already. Like
Yes.
yeah. So it feels a little bit, I don't know, a little bit funny. But it can also on the flip side, it can sound encouraging or friendly.
Yes.
So let's turn that around now. So here we go. I have so much to do and I have to do the dishes.
Just leave it to me, Michelle. I'm here to help. So I'm volunteering and I'm trying to say, so I think in general, the common thread between both of these examples is that just makes it sound easy.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I like that. I like that for a title. Make it sound easy.
Make it sound easy. And I have a few interesting things to add here today for this one, because this makes me think of I was thinking about this a lot. So let me just share this story. So sometimes I go on podcasts about podcasting and I talk
Mhm.
about how to podcast, how to launch a successful podcast. And I'm very conscious about using the word just do this, just do that, because podcasting has become a lot more
Ah.
competitive than it was, and a lot harder to get ahead and get a lot of new listeners than it was in 2013 when we launched.
Yeah.
So I try to avoid saying, "Oh, just publish a lot of episodes, just do it every day, like just." No, that's condescending. That is making it seem
Yeah.
too easy and could seem a little bit what's the word, tone deaf, a little tone deaf and a little blind,
Mm.
irrelevant, right?
Right. Exactly. Like that, your just might be different from someone else's just. And like in that example, you're talking about, the time that something was done. Although don't sell yourself short, Lindsay.
All ears English is amazing. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think it's just, I don't think it's only a product of, oh, it was
Right.
started in 2013.
No. I think you're right. And I know that for sure. I
Mhm.
think there's a bit of a problem when it comes to any kind of, let's say, expert. I'm not saying I'm an expert on podcasting, but I'm saying anytime there's an expert who is 10 steps ahead of beginners, it becomes really hard because the expert might just really forget the challenges that they went through at that time when they started. So they kind of
Interesting.
gloss over things. So just really kind of glosses over. I love that expression too, Michelle.
Loss is over. Right. It just kind of, in a way, ignores or just skips the tough stuff.
It makes it seem easy. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is right there. I love it. So good. Okay, Michelle, where should we take this episode? I think we have really like gotten to the root of this. Let's go a little bit further.
All right. So should we give one example that somebody might use with their child?
Yeah, let's do that. I love it.
All right.
Okay,
So what's something you could say?
so you might just say, might just okay
It's
then.
hard not to say
Yeah.
it.
So I might say, just remember to look both ways.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So when you're giving kind of like an important instruction,
Yeah.
it's like you're like, let's go, like please don't, because that's very important. So that's just another way.
Right. And when I tell that to my kid, I'm trying by using just there, I'm trying not to like impose. I'm trying to say I'm not asking you to do a million things. I'm just asking you to do this one thing. Just remember,
Right.
right? That's the feeling here. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, because yeah, you don't like do this, do that, do this, do that, and this is like, oh no, this is the core thing. And again, it does go back to that idea that you're talking about making it easy. It's
Making it
like you
easy.
only have this one thing, right?
Yes.
Like let's like this is the most important. I'm making it easy for you. Just remember to look both ways.
Exactly. And any, successful speaker or teacher should be able to do this, or parent, right? At the end of like a talk or a class,
Yeah.
should be able to boil it down to just a few things that the person needs to remember or needs to focus on, right?
Right.
Simplifying things, right? Just remember
Right.
these 3 strategies. In our IELTS course, there's 3 strategies for every section of the test, every type
Mhm.
of question, right? Just remember these. Okay. So
Mhm.
this is powerful and useful.
Absolutely. And again, it like that's the basic core, but then it could be used in a more aggressive way, in a
Right.
more friendly way, in a more
Yeah.
this is important way. But when we tie it all together,
Yeah.
that's really what we're getting at. So
That's what we're getting
again,
at.
you
Hmm.
can use it for a lot of things. So let's kind of combine some of these things into
Okay.
a role play to see how it all works out.
All right. So in this case, we're in the workplace. We know you guys
Yes.
are really interested in business English. By the way, Michelle, we have a new podcast, 100%
We
on business
do.
English. And a lot of
So
people are listening over there.
exciting. Yeah,
Yes.
I love it. Yep, the Business English Podcast.
Yeah. So, guys, if you have not found that podcast, go over and hit the search bar in your podcast listener app and type in business English from All Ears English, and you will find it. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah, we love it. So, all right, well, here we go.
All right. So, where should we file this?
Just put it under that cabinet.
Okay.
Just wait. I'll get the step stool.
Oh, thanks. Oh, no. All the papers fell.
Ugh, just pick them up now.
That sounds a little rude. Just pick
Got
them
a little
up
frustrated
now.
with you. Come on.
All right, let's go back through it, Michelle. So, where was the first just employed
The
here?
first justice, you said, where should we file this? And I said, oh, just put it under the cabinet, right? So seems easy, just one instruction. Oh,
Seems easy.
yeah.
So in this case, it's used in a friendly way. You're just making it
Yes.
easy. You're trying to kind of make my life a little easier, simplify what I should do. Just do that.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Right. And what's the next one?
And then I said, okay. And then you said, just wait, I'll get the step stool. So what's the feeling behind this use of just?
It's like a kind of like a friendly, I'm gonna make it easy on you, right? Like I'm gonna do you the favor. I'll get the steps. So like just wait, right? Like
Just wait. Okay. Yep. But I could hear this being used in also the more aggressive way. Like,
yeah.
let's say you're a teacher and you have a lot of little kids in your class and they're being crazy. And you might say, just wait. Okay. Just wait.
And but that's still right, like friendly or snappy. It still goes back to the core. Like just wait.
Simplify.
Like I only want this, please. Like
Get to the
just
core.
I'm thinking of my son now. I'm to like.
I bet you use
No.
it all the time, right? For better or for worse, as the parent of small children, right? Oh man, we can think of so many examples because actually, guys, this is very common. Okay, super common.
And then for the last one, then I really got snippy and I said, just pick them up now. It's like, I'm frustrated. It's like, just do that. Like, please, like a simple, like it should be easy. Like it's kind of like, you're trying to put things away and you're just like frustrating me. I'm like friendly. And then you drop everything and I'm like,
Yeah. You know what comes to mind when I think about that last part of it is The Devil Wears Prada and Miranda talking to the intern. That
yeah.
like
Yeah.
everything she would say. She walks in every morning, throws her bag on her desk. Just put that away, right? Just put that away.
Right.
Just do this. Just bring me that, right? Just bring
Right.
that to my house, right? Kind of in that rude and aggressive tone.
Right. Exactly. This should be easy. It's like, it's very condescending, I think.
Condescending, exactly. Bossy. I love that movie, by the way. You've seen that, right?
I have, but not in a long time, and I want to see it again. I know it was
It's such a
fantastic.
classic. I was just
I
talking
know.
to someone about that. I think that's also really well known internationally. I hope our listeners know that movie. It's a
Yeah.
great one. It's a great
Yeah,
one.
it is. Great. I have to watch it again. But yeah, guys, I mean, if you go through and take away the just, it's a different feeling, right? Oh, where should we file it? Put it under that cabinet. Wait, I'll get the step stool. It feels almost like it's missing something, in my
It's
opinion.
missing something.
So
Yeah.
just is also like this filler that can just add something.
Yeah. I'm excited to write the title for this episode. It's going to be fun. All right, Michelle. I mean, the takeaway is, guys, this is how we can humanize our language, right? We can use it for commands or we can use it to make something friendlier. But the core, again, is get to the most important thing you want someone to do, right? Simplify things for people. Okay.
To simplify. Yeah, exactly. You guys can take a look if I'm sure, listen out for when we may have talked about this before. I was trying to find specific episodes, but if you find the specific just episode, let us know. And also this is kind of a unique take on it now.
Yeah, I love it.
Just about just meaning only, right?
Yeah. And then, think about areas in which another thing you guys could think about where areas in which you have developed a real skill and it seems easy to you, but sometimes you are maybe teaching it to someone else and you're oversimplifying it, right?
Exactly.
For us, we say, just plug in a microphone and start podcasting, right? It's not that easy, but we might say that coming from us, right? So what are the areas in which you're an expert? And when are the times that you're actually making that mistake? You could be making people feel like it's so easy when it's actually not, right? That's an interesting question because we're all experts in something. Yeah.
That's good, Lindsay. No, I like that. I like that mindfulness when you're an expert in something, to be able to realize that not everybody is, and people are trying to learn, and don't make it seem like, don't forget that it was once hard for you too.
Exactly. And I think there is, I don't know who wrote about that, but the term is the curse of knowledge, right? The curse of knowing something so well that you don't understand that other people don't know it as well. Right. So find out what your curse of knowledge is and how you can bring it down to add value for people.
Love
right?
it. Love it. Oh,
so
this
good.
was fun, Lindsay.
Yeah, good stuff, Michelle. So good. And I'll see you on the next one.
All right, bye.